Hello and welcome to this brief tutorial on how to find a toolkit. So toolkits are collections of resources that you can find through general web searches. They can sometimes be long PDF documents, or sometimes they can just be websites with lots of links to individual tools. You can see here that I'm just in Google and I have tacked on the word toolkit to my search term. So for this example, I'm going to look for a postpartum depression toolkit. Now, most of the work when it comes to looking at toolkits comes from the evaluation phase because they're relatively easy to find just through Google. But you do need to evaluate each toolkit individually to verify authorship, look for signs of credibility, make sure there's no financial conflicts of interest, and those kinds of things. So let's take a look at a couple examples and just see what toolkits look like. So this one is an example of one that is presented in a PDF format. Usually if I find one like this, I will scroll down to the table of contents just to see what is contained in the toolkit. We can see right here in the second section that there is a direct link for the screening tools. The screening tools are usually individual, discrete tools that you can either link out to or sometimes are reproduced in the toolkit, such as here we have a link to the PHQ-9. Another example of a toolkit, let's look here at this one called the Periscope project. So this one is a good example of one that's more web-based. So we have an introductory video here, and then down here we actually have the toolkit resources linked out. So toolkits are relatively easy to find. Remember, you do need to evaluate them closely once you find one. If you would like more information on toolkits, if you go to the library's homepage, and then go to Info Guides, under the DMP Scholarly Project Information Guide, there is a whole section devoted to toolkits, where you can see more examples and get more explanation about what toolkits are and what they are not. Of course, if you have any questions, always feel free to reach out to the library.